parents, today's video we're going to talk about the benchmark comparing two texts by different authors on the same topic. So when your child gets a question like this, they're going to have to read two passages and then answer questions about them. And they're often going to get something that looks like this. That's like what we call a table match, where they'll talk about the first book, the second book, and then they'll say both. And they'll maybe give three facts, and your child has to say, oh, did I see that in the first one, the second one, or both? So I'm going to talk about the Everglades really quickly. I have two texts on the Everglades, and if they asked which one of these texts tells how humans overhunted and damaged the Everglades by picking too many orchids or building roads and overdeveloping, which one of those books? And your scholar would have to read them both and tell you it was in this one. And the second question was, which one of them talks about flamingos and roseate spoonbills? And you're going to find information about those in both of these books. Both of them talk about flamingos because they're obviously awesome. And then it's going to ask which one describes how really bad invasive pets are. Like if you go and get a Burmese python and release it, which one talks about that? And it's going to be this one. So the biggest obstacle for this benchmark is that your child has to read both passages. This is what I call a right there answer. They don't need to do any high level thinking. They just have to read it and find the fact. But like I keep saying, if your child does not have the stamina to read for an hour, they're not going to want to read those entire passages. And we have quite a few flamingos that are kind of right now randomly guessing when they get fatigued. They're like fatigue bubblers, and we don't want that to happen. So get your kids to the point where they can read for an hour, and then all they have to do is read both passages and say which one they saw the fact in. And it should be easy peasy. All right, and today's magic word is alligator. Alligator.